right, massive backyard project. Pretty much what everybody dreams their backyard would look like. It's got style, there's a lot of granite to it. Homeowners are happy, like usual. I got bugs flying on my face. Let's look at some of the product we're laying. There's a front stoop, there's a back staircase coming off. We demoed out the deck. There's gonna be a kind of a pyramid down staircase in the back. Pretty big, massive Beacon Hill unilock patio, surrounded in cobbles. There's a little bit of planting area going around a fire pit. First thing we had to do was rip everything out, and the front stoop too, because we're gonna be replacing that. So we had to rip everything out, prep for the walkways and the back patio. You gotta put in a really good base when you're doing huge granite. The stoops, they're massive. I wanna show you how big this is. So you end up putting in some 4-foot stock on the side, and then they wanted a 7-foot wide staircase going in for their stoop. So you can see there's a 7-foot step there at the bottom, and then you got the 2 stock pieces, and then on top of that you can see how massive this slab is because they wanted something solid. You got a 7-foot by 4-foot, so this thing probably weighs, I don't know, probably somewhere around 4,000 pounds. This is going to be a huge top platform to that stoop in the front. The back one's 9 feet wide. We can't even find a slab that big, so we have to just make it out of big steps, and then we just have to end up using granite stock on the top just to make that staircase legit. I'm telling you right now, I think that's close to 4,000. It's going to be really hard, I'm telling you. It's going to be an awesome project. It's a pretty big one. Check it out. Well, that ain't going anywhere. Big rock. Just so you know, when you're putting in a humongous granite step, or I guess a stoop, you need to put in sonotubes that are driven in 4 feet into the earth. Then you're pouring your slab on top of those. Throw in some rebar in that thing just to make sure it's really, really sturdy. And you're gonna see with this thing, you're not gonna believe how grand this thing looks. It's gonna look grandiose. Should have measured these before. And I used my eye. Oh, looks like my eye's still working. So now you guys can see the entire layout. This thing's pretty massive. We've got the entrance or exit, I guess, whatever. This way to the backyard to this patio. This is the existing fire pit over here that we're gonna end up ripping out and re-gluing, make sure everything's level with that. But we used it for measuring purposes, just to make this big radius because they wanted to keep it in the same spot. It's time to start screeding and lay the guts of the patio. Here's a free tip. If you want to put cobbles, if you're outlining something, or if you're doing inlays to make a design in between, cobbles are usually like 4 inches, sometimes 5 inches thick, depending on which size you go for. These are split cobbles. You can see that they're half the size, more of like a normal residential paver thickness. So if you're using these for the inlays, you don't have to drop them down or beef everything up. You can do it all at the same time. Just like as soon as you're laying all of the patio, you can just lay that with it and then just make your cuts and sink them in.